Poem by Langston Hughes. It's titled A Dream Deferred. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry like a raisin in the sun? Or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat? Or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Or maybe it sags like a heavy load? Or does it explode? Today we will discuss Libya, the African country that sits between Egypt and Tunisia, two countries that have successfully overturned a cruel, unfair, and unjust government. Similarly, Gaddafi operates Libya under outdated political and social ideology from his little green book. For over 40 years, the Libyan people have suffered from a lack of basic human rights. For over 40 years, they have been treated like second-class citizens on their own rich soil. His regime rules with a strong iron fist and has been responsible for a host of crimes, both locally and internationally. You see, his regime executes their own people for committing crimes against the government and publicly displays them on state television. He uses money from oil adventures with the West, not to help the Libyan economy, but for his own self-worth and greed. In more recent times, he's been responsible for such terrorist acts as the bombing of Pan Am, killing over 270 people, mostly Americans. And most recently, his militiamen were responsible for the raping and beating of Iman al-Obeidi. And when she came forward to tell her story about the rapings and beatings by the hand of Gaddafi's men, she was quickly silenced and rushed to exile to suffer some more. And this is Libya, where there is no law, there is simply Gaddafi. In a country full of lawyers, district attorneys, and judges, they are all useless because only Gaddafi judges the people. And I can go on and on about the list of crimes Gaddafi has committed against the Libyan people and humanity as a whole. But the end result is the dreams are still being deferred. But thankfully, something is happening. And I would like to focus on that change that is occurring. You see, the Libyan people are beginning to rumble with sounds of revolt sweeter than a cup of honey. They have realized that sitting in silence and enduring this torture from this cruel leader is far worse than any act of violence. However, they cannot do it on their own. Gaddafi may think he has painted a picture of change and reform to the West, but on March 19th, 2011, he was in for a rude awakening with the implementation of the no-fly zone. Backed by the support of the United Nations and NATO, steps were finally being taken to help the Libyan people. The coalition powers include the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Canada, Spain, Denmark, and Norway, to mention a few. Backed by the support of a few Arab states, but most importantly, with the support of the rebels in Libya. Although the long-term goal is not clear, what is clear is Gaddafi must leave power. It is clear that his regime must be displaced and replaced with a government that is centered around the Libyan people. The kind of government that understands the basic concepts of human rights. The kind of government that doesn't execute their own people because they have a difference of opinion. The kind of government that uses education for the advancement of society as a whole. I would like to close by saying I am not from Libya, and I am unsure how long it will take for the change to be complete. But what I am certain of is the Libyan people are thankful for the intervention of the West. They are thankful for the countless lives that have been saved. They are thankful that their dreams will no longer be deferred. No longer would their dreams and talents dry up like a raisin in the sun. No longer will they operate under a cruel government that stinks like rotten meat. No longer will there be thoughts of despair that sag like a heavy load with questions of what if, when, and where will change occur. The Libyan people are exploding with revolution and change. Combined with the Western powers, their dreams will no longer be deferred.
Thank you. Thank you.